80.
52 the line. Go. Go.
Hey.
Banjo.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the...
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Black 20.
Cut. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got 4.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Steelers.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's McDonald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Black 30.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Middle. Hey, alert.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it's going to be second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Monday.
58 to Mike.
Hey, tank. Whirl.
Ben to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Melvin Gordon, a 2-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Check. Crunch. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Hey, check, Mike.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Open man, it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 50. Target. Here we go. 50.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Steelers take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
49's the mic. You remember me?
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
Watch the run.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing. Hey.
Alert.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strip that ball. He's checking.
Snickers.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? Like 5.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. White knight.
Here's Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Taylor to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And it's complete. Henry. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Taylor on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Big stop, let's go.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Okay, double it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick it up. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Toward the pylon, caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
77. Be a long day for you.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. We have hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Vince Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's airing it out for Williams, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Taylor now. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Fournette, a first down carry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Block 80! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Topper, topper!
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Easy, easy. Hey, 58 is a mic. Hey, high 7. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Too little, cut. 44.
Roethlisberger will throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Black is in.
And a loose football. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
198. Go. 98 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Taylor. Boy, stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down to the end zone. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Like 5. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Tight end left. Quarter.
31's the mic.
Go.
31's the mic.
Watch the run. Flash, it's on. Middle.
31's the mic.
Jack 16.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, Snickers, 66. General West. He's coming. We got double up.
31's
No spacing. And what's the ball?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike's 50, please. 50. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Here's Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
Now Taylor operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Taylor now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Taylor. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin. His 2nd touchdown of the night. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do just that. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum.
And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Watch the curl, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. The intended receiver there, Allen. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Let's get off the field,
X3, 218,
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. There he goes left side. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score. Chargers 28. Steelers 26.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey.
Taylor going to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it.